I would say service learning provides us as students more opportunities to become engaged with the class material. And it also gives us hands-on experience and furthers our knowledge, as well as helps us build valuable leadership skills.
Adding to that, it adds layers to the class when professors add the service learning component. They show us as students all the possibilities within our studies. It might even help us carry this beyond our college career and maybe even define what it is that we want to do post-graduation. So overall, we believe service learning classes help broaden our perspective of society. We step out of ourselves, our comfort, and we create community.
And we were so lucky to have, the early childhood champions, as you could say, provide us with new connections and knowledge. And, we could talk about serious and important issues in the field that are in the long run going to benefit all of us in our futures in the field. I feel like in general, there's a lot of parts to this project that really have formed me and made me a stronger teacher and a stronger person.
There cannot be progress without conversation. So in order to progress, we have to have important conversations.
It's an amazing experience, and I think everybody would benefit from service learning.
And our project was to work with the Eric Carle Museum on their exhibit. It's called Picture the Dream, the story of the civil rights movement through children's books.
This project inspired me really just to get in the classroom even more than I did before, because it opened my eyes to the social issues that students could be facing every day.
It gave me a lot of tools to enter into conversation about these topics that are still so relevant today, especially in the past year. I would have no idea how to talk to kids about this, and entering that through picture books and through art was really, really helpful.
This project helped me to step out of myself and set my awareness to at-risk teens in today's stressful, technologically driven world. I was able to put myself into the audience's mindset and tailor the research material to hopefully be informative and something that they will find interesting. I can't explain enough how much I learned, how much I cared about it, how much I wanted to do for them. I wanted to give them the most beneficial product I could. Hope I get to do many more service learning classes. And I loved every second of it. I thought it was amazing.
When the tapestry workers visited class to brainstorm with us early on, that was really important to me, because I felt very out of my depth. Like I had this interest in the harm reduction program and I wanted to cover that. But how does someone who doesn't use drugs or know much about any of that make a podcast about harm reduction? I just wasn't quite sure. So I let the partners know that. And they were really eager and ready to just fill me in and explain what I didn't understand. It can be intimidating feeling like one of the only people in the room who doesn't know what's being talked about. But this experience helped me to not let my lack of knowledge close me off from others. A project like this helped me realize that we've all got some ignorance, we've all got some bias, we've all got struggles. And if I'm afraid to acknowledge that in community with others, and afraid to share my work as it's developing and share my ideas because I'm afraid, that my work or ideas will be judged, then I can't get feedback and fresh perspectives and ideas to help the project move forward and to enrich the project. And I definitely fell into that rut for a little while during the process, and my work kind of stagnated because I wasn't sharing very well with other people. But when I realized that and I started sharing my undeveloped, imperfect ideas and got feedback from people, it really, it did just enrich the process. So it made me think of how, like Tapestry's motto, we can all give each other, even in the classroom, access without stigma to respect, to grace, and to a safe place to grow and to acknowledge our own faults, our own, lack of knowledge, because we're all beautiful, fallible people. But by leaning into a service learning process like this and being brave enough to open up to someone's critique or different perspective, not to mention their encouragement, we and our work grow in ways that don't happen when we do things alone. And we don't just grow up, but we grow out, and we touch a whole lot of people, and a whole lot more people touch us.